Jesus was a great teacher, but he also did some amazing stuff. He healed people, cast out demons, even raised people from the dead. And in his teaching, he said that my followers will do these things and do even more. When we think about that, as applying to ourselves, we think, oh, that can't be right, and we sort of shrink back into our comfort zones. Well, I'm reviewing a book today which shakes a stick at our comfort zones. It's Do What Jesus Did by Robby Dawkins. It's a book with biblical insight, also a lot of his testimony in it. It talks about us getting into the presence of God, about taking his authority, both the sort of creative and the destructive side of God's nature, and taking authority of that. And Robby Dawkins himself, he started from a point as a youth worker where he struggled with all this type of healing stuff, and yet he got this random phone call from a lady who wanted prayer for her father, who was going through the third bypass operation on his heart and thought he would die. Now Robby wanted to end the conversation, but God was saying to him, go on, step out, take a risk and say this. Before he knew it, he said, God will give your father a new heart and a new lung. And then before he could recount his words, she hung up. Got really bad about what he'd said, and a few hours later, when she rung up again in tears, he was trying to apologise for his prayers. He said, what are you talking about? Got through the operation, got a new heart, and the doctor said he's got a new lung where he's only had half of one before. That started Robby on a journey from the improbable to the impossible. And this book gives a good story of how he's gone through his life and using God's authority. It's like, but being in God's presence as well, you can see the fruit, Jesus said, if you abide in me. And this is what Robby's trying to encourage us to do, but to get stuck into it. I mean, he was in Aurora, Illinois with his wife Angie, and then that sort of gangster land. He's a great, big, intimidating guy. Now we are different shapes and we're in different positions, different places in the world, but the spiritual battle's the same. The tools that he uses are the same for us today. Now Robby came to Cheltenham, England, where I am, and a few hundred of us went in there to listen to him talk. One of the chapters is about pray for the sick, and he got us all praying for those that were sick in the church for whatever way. We saw many people getting healed then, and the principle he used was to mark your pain out of 10 or your discomfort out of 10, and then you keep praying into it and scoring it as it comes down, as the pain comes down. And I've used that myself now a few times, and seen God do great things. It's really a book about us getting involved. It's about us stepping out of our comfort zones. It's about us doing what Jesus did. It's a great book. Take it on board. Use it as a bit of a DIY manual for the miraculous. Get out your comfort zones and do something great for God. Kevin Elliott, All About Jesus Info. If you like the review, then give me some hits, subscribe to me, and check out the website, www.allaboutjesusinfo.